It's hard to believe looking at Larry's farm today that last year he was close to packing it all in. His herd was in bad shape. It was aborting at a high rate, delivering low yields of milk, and his costs outweighed his revenue. It seemed like there was nothing he could do to change that. Today, things are different. Milking 80 head, Larry's farm is now profitable. Milk production, crop yield, and feed digestibility are way up, but his vet bills and fertilizer costs are way down. And all this has resulted in increased profitability of over $130,000 in the first year alone. And it's all because of the water, or rather, what's no longer in the water. A year ago, Larry installed a Bauer engineered water plant. And it's radically changed the health of both the herd and the land. Through demagnetization, filtration, and the use of UV technology, all harmful metals and compounds are completely removed, leaving it pharmaceutical grade.
We'll take out your irons, your manganese, your hydrogen sulfides, arsenics, nitrates, on down the line the minerals that oxidize with chlorine.
Yet Bauer engineered water retains the elements that promote healthy growth. And due to the zeta potential shift, it acts like no other water. Bauer engineered water cannot be contaminated and cannot pass along disease to the herd. The first thing Larry noticed about this cleaner water was that it was, well, cleaner.
See, look at the rubber, no black stains.
Yeah, it's clean.
Now, no biofilm collects, not in the water troughs, not in the milkhouse sinks, not even on the floor.
Since we put the water in, you can notice on the cement floor, the biofilm, there's nothing there. It's all cleaned up. Used to be all caked on and stuff, and it's clean. It's coming right off.
And no biofilm means no infections passed along to the cows. Unlike regular filtered water that's easily contaminated, Bauer engineered water is radically different. It simply will not accept any contaminants. Any foreign matter that drops into the water trough settles on the bottom and cannot be consumed by the animal, keeping infection and disease down.
Usually when we clean it, if we had to use a brush, now you just take your hand and it just all falls right, anything in there just clears right up, cleans up, and it's gone. So
that's amazing.
As a result, Larry's livestock is now healthier, content, and definitely more productive. In fact, AgriKing has seen the bioavailability of their feed increase with dramatic results.
Everything looks great.
Good.
We've got some great forages going in there. Combination of this nutrition and the water, I think we're going to just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Larry. Come a long ways from a year ago, Jeff.
Oh, I know.
Remember that?
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to pull you out of that.
yeah, they look kind of rough
They
then.
look really rough. June, we put the water in, and July, you came along.
There's a perfect example of the synergy of all of us working together.
Yeah.
As a team.
Yep.
The water and the nutrition, how important that is to help you be more profitable.
Larry's cows are healthier. Consequently, the farm's veterinary costs have already been reduced by 62%. And being more content, they release their milk easier, and milk production is up, way up, with over 20% increase in volume. There's been a tremendous impact on reproduction, too. Now the cows experience stronger natural heats. After a cow freshens, the first conception rate is at 70%, up from 50%. The cow peaks in milk production within 40 days, thus the days in milk average 150. There are also fewer, if any, retained placentas. You can see the improved health in the calves from the moment they're born. They're strong and can immediately walk.
This is M&M. She's our registered Ayrshire. She was born January 12th, and she's headed to World Dairy Expo. She's the first one we've ever been able to take down there. And we're just really happy with the way she's grown and turned out. She's just an example of what our calves are looking like since we've been on the water.
I mean, she represents the whole herd. I got people that stop by, and they'll just ask me if I'm raising show calves.
Diseases such as mastitis and milk fever are easier to treat as well, since the drugs used to treat symptoms are absorbed more quickly. And it's all because of Bauer engineered water. Perhaps the biggest change for Larry with Bauer engineered water can be seen in the milkhouse. Milk flows, drains completely, and milking times have been reduced by 30 minutes. Plus, the quality of the milk has improved. Butterfat has increased to 4.14, and protein is up to 3.68. The somatic cell count is down, as are the PI and coliform counts. Plus, Bauer engineered water has a dramatic impact on the shelf life of the milk as well. Based on an ongoing study by Michigan State University, the shelf life of this milk is now measured in months, not days. Today, Larry is now getting top dollar for his milk. And because he's getting more milk from each cow, the impact on his revenue has been dramatic. Manure is a health and environmental issue for every dairy farmer, and Larry was no exception. Festering manure piles are a prime place for harmful bacteria and disease to ferment. Untreated, manure is too dry to be used for fertilizer since it sits on top of the soil and actually prevents moisture from seeping in. Waste haulage and fertilizer are a big cost for many farms, but they don't have to be. Manure from cows drinking Bauer engineered water is dramatically different.
Look at the texture of this manure. This pie looks perfect. I mean, you look at it, the cows are utilizing all the feed. There's no corn or nothing showing. The green color, the bright green, used to be brown.
There's no pungent smell to it either.
No. There's no odor. There's no odor.
And since bacteria can't live in the feces, it allows the oxygen carried by rainwater to penetrate into the topsoil. Because of the radical nature of Bauer engineered water, the manure can be used effectively as a fertilizer, untreated. Using this new manure directly on the fields has had a dramatic effect on the topsoil. Compared to his neighbor's farm, Larry's farm aeration depth has increased 75%.
Now you notice how the 3-foot all fell off too? We still got topsoil. This crumbles apart. It's good topsoil. See how it sticks on the auger? Clumpy, wet, clay.
Yeah, I had put a couple applications of manure on in the fall, and we chisel plowed the ground. Right now, it's just amazing how the corn looks, especially the root system on here. I went to the neighbors and collected a stalk from him, and he's got a real small root structure on his corn, and then, you know, mine next to it just has multiple, just...
It's like 30 times more roots.
Yeah, just a lot more roots.
And you got more kernels.
More kernels, more 20 rows on the cob.
I noticed they're kind of poking out the shoot. The cob is growing longer than what the sleeve is.
It is, yep.
With grain prices ever rising, this can result in a dramatic annual savings as well. Now he's stopped buying fertilizer altogether. By using his own manure, he's created an efficient ecosystem where his improved Bauer engineered water helps the cattle. The improved elimination from the cattle helps the plants, and the improved digestibility and nutrition of the feed in turn helps the cattle. In fact, some farms sell manure with each cow's excrement, generating enough revenue in 1 year to virtually cover the initial cost of the cow. A small farm can expect a return on investment in the first year of operation through reduced costs and improved revenue. Bauer engineered water can increase milk productivity, improve milk quality, dramatically reduce medical costs, and can turn manure from a costly expenditure into a revenue stream. And it's all because of the water, or rather, what's no longer in the water. Find out how Bauer engineered water can change your farm. Talk with your Bauer representative today.